Y'all read the title, y'all know it's about to go down, so let's discuss these 6 reasons. Alright, so I promise y'all I'm here to help, so like DJ Cass would say, slide to the left. Okay, so basically, the first one is the most simple, but it's the most significant. Sunk cost fallacy. There's a song within Christianity, and of course Christianity is responsible for a lot of people's sunk cost fallacy, but I digress, kind of. Sunk cost fallacy is basically like that song Christians know, which is, I just can't give up now, come too far from where I started from. So people don't want to admit that they failed, people don't want to admit that they were wrong, people don't want to feel stupid, especially if you've been believing something for years and years and years. You know, imagine being, even 20 years old and knowing figuring out that something you believed your whole life was fake. But also, especially if you're like 60, 70, 80, you're probably going to be way less likely to admit being wrong about a strong belief. Okay, so the second one is, speaking of age, Social Security, but not that kind. Basically, people want to feel socially comfortable. They want to be easily relatable to their friends, to their families, to their romantic/sexual partners, and business. Because once again, this is a system of capitalism. If the system which you live says that this is the belief we have, and everybody who has all the money has this belief system, in order to be safe and to bank on your Social Security, you're probably going to align your beliefs with their beliefs. Okay, so this third one is upholding a narrative. This narrative that you're trying to uphold is something that either you or people like you benefit from, or you feel powerless fighting against this narrative. The other option is your critical thinking skills are just shitty, or you experience cognitive dissonance. And we'll get into cognitive dissonance later with number 6. Okay, so this fourth reason is control over others. Whether that's a parent trying to use Christianity to control their children, whether that's the government using Judaism, Hinduism, or Islam in the East to control the population, or the government here using Christianity in the West, or whether it's misogynists trying to use the Bible or the Quran to oppress women, or whether it's slave owners trying to use the Bible to, promote slavery. No matter what it is, there's going to be some part of it that's a combination of the last 2 reasons of Social Security and upholding the narrative, which is why a lot of motherfuckers uphold a lot of their beliefs and believe in a lot of their bullshit. Alright, so this 5th reason is something you always hear. You need something to believe in. So there are some people that feel lonely, like the sad incel anime community. They got their forums and whatnot. You got people that's depressed or going through some type of other shit, like the leftists with their crazy sexual beliefs, and they got their forums, etc. Or people who are confused about the meaning of life. That's where religion comes in. Or people who are confused about why things work the way they are, or coming up with theories of how things work the way they are, like conspiracy theories, or people feeling helpless, like oppressed groups, or people feeling anxious about the future, or anxious about safety, which is why a lot of people try to promote police propaganda and shit. But at the end of the day, you need something to believe in. You can believe in your damn self. You got me? Okay, and then finally, we got mental gymnastics, which you can also say confirmation bias, and it also goes hand in hand with cognitive dissonance, which I was speaking about earlier. So just real quick, cognitive dissonance, and you can look it up yourself. It's basically when your brain battles between 2 desires, whether that's your brain's desire, to be accurate, and your brain's desire to be pleased. For example, you can be like, I know cigarettes are bad for me, but I really like to smoke, and this makes me feel good. So if it makes me feel good, it can't be too bad, right? In general, you've convinced yourself that it works. You've ignored every time it hasn't worked, and you ignored everything about it that doesn't work. So, for example, people who believe in zodiacs, it's like sometimes you can easily guess somebody everybody's sign, but all the other countless times, okay, and then all the countless other times when that shit doesn't work, you're like, oh, well, I guess that's just one of your other signs at play or whatever the fuck. Or for the believers in God or whatever, when something good happens for you, you'll go, God wanted this good thing to happen for me. But when it doesn't happen, or when something bad happens to you, it's, oh, well, this is a lesson, or this is a part of God's plan or whatever. I need y'all to also look up Barnum effect. Barnum effect is the concept, is named after P.T. Barnum, Green Brothers Barnum and Bailey, where someone will make a very general statement that doesn't apply to everyone, but it can apply to anyone. And so you fit yourself into that description however it fits you, even if it don't really apply to you at all. So if I say, this sign loves being outdoors, but you know your lazy ass never come outside, but you think about that one time you got flued out. Anyway, I got cut off. I was saying that one time you got flued out. You counted the time you was on the beach that one time as, oh yeah, so I guess that do apply to me. Anyway, man, I'm high. I'm finna get higher. Y'all ass need to get outside for real though. Look, everybody is out here enjoying themselves. You feel me? Shy City, baby. You got me. Anyway,